Hey everybody, welcome back. So, let's talk about this Project Helix that Microsoft just started talking about, which is their next generation Xbox console. Yes, it's a console. I don't care what anybody says, it's a console. Like, they literally said it themselves because soon it's going to play your console games as well as the PC games, so your PC library too. So, all those rumors were true. Like, it's 100% is a fact. It's going to play your PC games too. So, let's get started. We're here at the 2026 Game Developers Conference where Microsoft VP of Next Gen, Jason Ronald, he's talking about a topic near and dear to many gamers' hearts, the future of Xbox. He's saying that the next gen Xbox codename Project Helix will have a custom AMD chip with an order of magnitude increase in ray tracing performance up to and including path tracing. It will also include a next gen version of FSR tech that relies on machine learning and includes frame generation, then it can improve the perceived smoothness of a game by matching new frames between existing ones. In a post on Twitter, they called it FSR Diamond, saying it's designed to be natively optimized for Project Helix and deeply integrated into the GDK. However, don't expect that next Xbox soon. Microsoft will begin sending out alpha versions of Project Helix developers in 2027, he revealed. Now, regarding the whole dev kits thing, I wouldn't look too much into that because that's a similar thing to what happened with the Series X and S when those dev kits went out, because those went out in 2020. And as we all know, those systems came out in 2020 alongside with the PS5. So I wouldn't look into that statement too much. So just keep that in mind. It's most likely still coming next year, unless there's some hurdle that happens like where that would prevent them. Who knows? But I can almost guarantee it's gonna come out next year as planned. Now ray tracing though, however, that's interesting because I have path tracing on a couple of games I have in my PC library, and it brings my 4080 and a Ryzen 7800X 3D to its knees. So, like, my computer is pretty damn powerful, very capable. So, it's demanding is my point. So, I'm very curious to see how they handle that. But is it going to be as like demanding is it going to be like as advanced as the PC version of it? Probably not, because typically consoles nowadays are nowhere almost like mid-range PCs almost, in just as a console form. But hey, who knows, right? Anyway, continuing. Ronald also confirmed that Xbox and Windows are getting closer together too. Beyond the fact that Project Helix will play PC games too, PC is becoming increasingly a part of Xbox itself. We're bringing the best of Xbox to Windows. They are bringing the Xbox One that originally shipped with the Xbox selling handhelds last year to more Windows computers just like markets starting in April, as well as advanced shader delivery, which pre-compile shaders so you can download them alongside a game or its updates instead of having to wait when you launch a game. He's also saying that the Microsoft team's been doing a lot of behind the scenes to make the Xbox One feel distinctively Xbox and stay consistent as you migrate between devices and cloud. He's saying that gamers play 3 to 5 games at any time on average. I don't know how they calculate that, but who knows? And you should be able to pick up and play whenever you're on console, PC, or cloud. As they spotted outside the keynote, Microsoft wants developers to just build once for both Windows and Xbox instead of building twice for both. It's creating a unified development environment where the vast majority of code that your game runs on Xbox is the exact same code that will run on other platforms. And while he isn't promising all games will be this way, he has suggested though that you won't need to buy those games multiple times too. Now that's pro-consumer. The already existing Xbox Play Anywhere program lets you buy it once and play on any screen. He says, and the catalog of Xbox Play Anywhere games now has more than 1,500 titles, Ronald says. But a lot of publishers do not support it. So, I mean, for crying out loud, CD Projekt Red, who has worked closely with Microsoft for a very long time, they didn't even put Cyberpunk on the Xbox PC store, so it's not Play Anywhere. So it's like, I don't know, like, I guess, they definitely have some work out if they want to make this fully take off, because a lot of big publishers and developers don't support it. I mean, there's some that have, but not all of them. So if they really want to commit to this type of thing, they definitely need to get them all on board, because it's kind of needed. You know what I mean? If the mainstream media wants to truly embrace that kind of future, I mean, on paper, it sounds amazing, like and very pro consumer. I think all of them, Sony should do something similar too. But I mean, like, but then again, they're apparently stopping their PC ports too, apparently, for weird reasons. If that's even legitimate, but who knows? Though, you know, like we talked about in my last video. And then finally, one more part to add. As part of the 25th anniversary, the game preservation team will also re-release an unspecified number of older Xbox titles under its game preservation program. Reynolds says, as one of the largest publishers in the industry, we feel a responsibility to preserve games from the past, and he hits some of our most iconic first-party series are returning this year. Are they talking about new games? Because if he is, then we kind of already know which ones, unless he's coming out talking about like older ones. Does game preservation mean classic Xbox games coming to PC? An official summary of his remarks make it sound like it. As part of our 25th anniversary later this year, we'll be rolling out new ways to play some of the most iconic games from our past. He wouldn't tell us when we asked him outside of it, only saying that more news would come when Microsoft announced their 25th anniversary plans. Probably more towards the summer because the actual anniversary isn't until November, so. The news following Microsoft's recent announcement of the codename for the next-gen console, Project Helix, which the company says will play both console and PC games that we just talked about. The announcement about Helix was made by new Xbox boss Ashish Sharma, who took over as Microsoft's Game CEO in February. We kind of talked about that in a previous video too. Okay, this whole new back compat thing, I'm all for it. If they somehow, and apparently there's a leak going around, like where apparently this is kind of what they've been talking about behind the scenes for like a year, like where it is indeed accurate that Microsoft wants to give you the ability to play your OG Xbox and 360 games from your digital library on your PC. Dude, that would be amazing if they could somehow pull that off. That would be a massive win, a massive W. Like, because I have both Time Splitters 2 and Future Perfect. I own it digitally. I also own, say Sonic Unleashed for the 360 digital too. So I mean, if they could somehow get both of those, just stuff like that, even back at Pat, and playable on PC, dude, that'd be amazing. I would be so down for that. Like, that sounds amazing on paper. But again, we'll see though if that turns out to be the case. And as for games that they would be bringing the backup pack program, I mean, come on, the two Transformers games, like, come on, they own the studios that made it. So I mean, I think that needs to be in there, like, seriously, especially War for Cybertron, because I've tried to buy it like a digital key somewhere, and it is almost impossible to find without paying an insane amount of price. Like, I had to pay $50 to get Fall of Cybertron digitally on Steam. And those games are like really old. Like they're over 10 years old. But they're beloved and people want them back for a reason. So that would be freaking amazing. But I guess we'll see though, what they have plans in the future. But am I gonna get one? Depends on price. Because if it's like, I guess, a decent price, I suppose, then maybe I would get it for like the TV or something like that. But other than that, though, I don't really have a need for it, considering that all of my games I can just play on my computer, and I've basically migrated to PC gaming for like a couple years ago now at this point. So for me, it's going to depend on price, hardcore, like And again, it wouldn't be like a main platform or anything like that. It would be something just on the side, or whatever, just in case, especially if I could play my PC library on it, like it seemingly suggested, and they could get Steam running on it. Dude, like, that'd be kind of cool for like a TV thing, you know what I mean? But hey, time will tell though. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, up 2027 it seemingly is. But once we get like big news on it, I'm sure I'll talk about it, because I just love talking about like tech, and sometimes, especially when it comes to gaming, so I'm all for it. But a stronger Xbox, the better for the gaming industry's health as a whole. But hey, we'll see though. But that's all I gotta say on this one. What do you guys think of this news? Let me down in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, have a good one.